candidates in this upcoming 2020 election. I'd like to start with my story and my experiences right here in my hometown of Atlanta. So people who say their vote doesn't matter, my response is always, don't give in to the narrative. If your vote didn't matter, then why would people have fought so hard to keep you from voting? Why is there something called...
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare. And we've got...
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much.
The Jazz, like Memphis, willing to grind. Thanks, D.A. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. They've got Towns, D'Angelo Russell out there with Beasley, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4 slot. And for the Jazz, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Ingles in at the small forward position. Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, to me, this is what great point guards do. Donovan Mitchell demonstrating just how skilled he is at connecting with open teammates.
And Doris, as Gobert has added strength, his rebounding numbers have continued to improve.
That's right, Greg. He's always been a force as a shot blocker. But over the past 2 seasons, this guy as a rebounder has been top 3 in the league. Last year, he even challenged Andre Drummond for king of the boards. He's got great size, great anticipation, and he plays with passion.
Towns finds Beasley. Outside, Russell. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game. Beasley against Mitchell. Pulls up. Rebounded by the Jazz.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Well, if you don't stay in front and you allow him room to drive, you will pay the consequence. Donovan Mitchell with authority.
Bogdanovich against Hernan Gomez. Here's Okogie. Second chance shot. He takes it up and lays it in.
Boy, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
The drive by Mitchell. At the top of the key, Gobert. Beasley with the rebound.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And the basket by Okogie.
Well, the more repetition he gets, the more floor awareness you develop. D'Angelo Russell showing a desire to get his teammates involved.
It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Right side, Russell. Trying to find Hernan Gomez. Gets it to him. That puts them in the lead.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs. Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And another shot, and it's good on the layup. Okogie's got 6 points. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Now here's Beasley. Back to Towns. Gobert pulls it in. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Jazz.
Oh,
what about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness. Well, why did Donovan Mitchell win the dunk contest? Case in point right there.
Russell. Gobert with the block. Mitchell against Beasley.
And you can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Here's Conley after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Here's Gobert. It's another look. And the layup is up and in. He has 6.
Well, there's a certain amount of awareness that you're responsible for having when you're Rudy Gobert, and he makes excellent use of his size right there.
He had stolen by Ingles, out on his own on the break. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Mitchell.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Off to a fantastic start. He's 4 for 5. Watch out.
Conley into the lane, and the layup's good off the glass.
Boy, Mike Conley, the ability to change gears on the drive, that is pretty.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Russell finds Beasley. From outside the arc. He can't get that one. The Jazz go the other way with it. Here's Conley. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Well, if you give Mike Conley any kind of position on the interior, he is just crafty enough to finish it.
Here's Hernan Gomez. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Conley kicks to Ingles. Here's Mitchell. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Ingles has got 3 assists in the game. To the wing on the left. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Pass break. Here come the Jazz. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Well, Rudy Gobert stands 7'1", and he's an unselfish guy who puts the pass on the money.
And the basket by Okogie.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for Utah. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Back right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the Jazz. Emmanuel Mudiay out there with Clarkson. Then it's O'Neal. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovich. And it's Ingles in at the 5 roaming the paint.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Mudiay must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
The Jazz making a switch here. Davis is checked in.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And both free throws good for Johnson. Jazz leading by 6. And O'Neal gets it to go.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Reed. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Here's Layman, guarded by O'Neal. To the wing right side. Noel passes to Reed. Keeps it alive. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in.
Boy, Bogdanovich with the distance delivery. How about that effortless shooting motion?
And entering the league as a complimentary scorer, Bogdanovich put up 20 points a game last year. That was a career high in the 4th straight year that he improved his scoring average. And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And another area where Bogdanovich is helping the offense. Greg is doing a better job of creating for others.
I mean, he still has that shoot-first mentality, but now if he doesn't have a clean look, he's much more willing to make the extra pass, and that makes him just that much more valuable to this team.
Timberwolves trail by 7. Culver passes to Johnson. Yep, that one goes in there.
Really solid read from Jarrett Culver right there. This is a team-first guy who enjoys passing.
Here's Mudiay. Oh, that's blocked. And even 3-on-3 break. Noel passes to Culver. Second shot opportunity. Reed. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
This guy is just working his tail off on the boards. You love the effort, love the energy.
It's stolen by Johnson. To the left side wing. And the shot is good. The Utah lead has been cut down to 1 on the bucket from Culver.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's Culver. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, this is what we saw during his time at Texas Tech. Jarrett Culver most effective when attacking off the bounce.
And standing 6'7", Jarrett Culver with great positional size at that combo guard position.
You know what, Greg? He has drawn some parallels to Karis LeVert with his frame. And obviously similar styles, too. Both guys very fluid off the dribble.
The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. And Russell gets it to go.
What a gamer this guy is. D'Angelo Russell relishing the opportunity to play through contact.
And Gobert with the basket on the assist for Moutier. Gobert's got 10. Russell finds Johnson. Here's Reed. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Johnson with it. Now defended by Gobert. Pass to Johnson. Here's Reed. Stolen by Clarkson. And here we go. Fast break. Moutier's got it. Got a hand on it.
Okay, how about the defensive effort from Jarrett Culver? What a rejection.
Here's Gobert, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Hernan Gomez is checked in. Beasley with the steal. Here's the break. Pushing it up. And Russell gets it to go. Russell's got the lead up to 7 now for the Timberwolves. Here's Conley. They can't stop the run with that one. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Conley. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got his 4th assist in this one. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Towns. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Well, the seasoned veteran Mike Conley has been such a soft-spoken guy, but he has also been one of the NBA's best leaders, both on and off the floor.
So he gets them both.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Jazz trail by 5.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Mitchell left side. So that'll be it for the first half. Fair. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. It's Minnesota out in front at the half. They lead by 5. Kenny, give us your tip. And that's...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to, when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. On the court for Minnesota, we've got Russell, also Malik Beasley out there, and it's Towns in at the center, locking down the middle.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Hernan Gomez finds Towns. Timberwolves passing it around. To the middle. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ingles. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Layman's checked in. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Count that one.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Conley, and the rejection by Towns. Back to Gobert. And that one, good.
I'll tell you, Joe Ingles is proving that as a passer, he is a special player.
In the summer of 2018, Karl Anthony Towns signing that 5-year, $158 million max contract.
Greg, given that he has a reputation of being frugal, that may last him a while. Consider after he was drafted, for a while, he didn't own a car. He actually walked around Minneapolis. Now, that could be a little cold in those chilly winter months.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. And there's a whistle. That goes on Hernan Gomez. That's his first foul. Ed Davis is checked in for Utah. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Joe Ingles. Timberwolves also changing it up. Johnson comes in for Hernan Gomez. And Culver's subbed in for Russell.
And, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Here's Conley. Here's Davis. The second chance effort. No good on the shot. Towns with the defensive effort. Inside, Johnson puts the move on, and the shot is good. And it's a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Conley gets the bucket.
Well, Jordan Clarkson's improved his ability to run the offense. How about that pass, guys?
Towns kicks to Culver. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Towns down low. He's guarded by Davis. Towns, no luck. Here's Mitchell. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got his 5th assist in this one. To the paint. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Impressive awareness from Karl Anthony Towns. Dependable at finding teammates with a terrific look there.
Conley's shot is off. Timberwolves leading by 3. Here's Layman. And the shot goes down. Layman's got his second basket of the game.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. Davis finds Conley. Floats it up for Davis. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
To the middle, deflects the pass. Culver passes to Towns. Misses the reverse. A tight game here in Utah. Here's Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Well, this is problematic because Donovan Mitchell can hurt you any number of ways. Driving, spotting up, you name it, he's got it.
Lehman gets the bucket.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Towns, the pass to Lehman. Fast break. Here come the Jazz for the lead. And it's laid up and in by Conley. Conley's got 10 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
And he banks in the layup.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Lehman pass to Towns. To the inside. Here's Johnson. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. And that's 10 points for James Johnson.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Conley. Down low. Here's Davis. And again, it's Utah.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
Deep two from Russell. No good on the last second attempt there. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Jazz lead by 3. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. Boudier out there with Conley. And it's O'Neal in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Passes it to Ingles. Conley into the lane. Oh, he touched it while it was in the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Mike Conley. Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Minnesota. The Timberwolves trail. Russell passes to Hernan Gomez. Gobert with the block.
Let's remember that the 7-foot frame includes a 7'9" wingspan. Rudy Gobert, the Stifle Tower, doing work.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
O'Neal with it. He's picked up by Russell. And it's Mitchell missing. Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's a Kogi. Banked in off the glass.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
One-on-one here. And it's sent back by O'Neal. And here they come. Here's Moutier. Misses the layup. And there's the pass to Reed. Beasley, the pass to Reed. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Mike Conley's checked in for Utah. Dishes to Mitchell. Ingles, that's for 2. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And the basket by Okogie.
How about these big shots for him in the fourth? He has been locked and loaded offensively.
Conley finds Gobert. Here's Mitchell. And that one drops for him. Mitchell's got 10 points in just the second half.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
That's tipped. It's stolen by Ingles. And now Utah, fast break. That's good for Mitchell on the assist by O'Neal. Mitchell's got 24 points.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Back to Hernan Gomez. And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Mitchell's shot is good.
Donovan Mitchell might be young, but this guy is fearless and capable of big-time opportunity making.
And the shot is good. The Utah lead has been cut back down to just one with the basket from Russell. Mitchell outside. Over Beasley. And it's Mitchell missing for Minnesota. They've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Here's Reed, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam. It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
In matchups, it's really what it's all about, and these two teams are really equal.
Back to O'Neal. The Jazz working the ball around now. Mitchell. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession. The Jazz making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Earl Anthony Towns checked in for the Timberwolves. Johnson comes in for Hernan Gomez. Here's a Kobe, and he slams it one-handed.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. The feed now to Towns. Pass to Okogie. Beasley dishes to Towns. Inside. The putback. The rebound by the Jazz. 1:06 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Conley. No good with the layup. Timberwolves have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. It drops.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Pass to Okogie. Back to Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And the dunk by Towns.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
It's in! And now they trail by just 4.
He might be young, but Mitchell is clutch. That's beautifully done.
Russell from long range. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Off target from outside. Beasley for 3. That shot off. And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
there's something called voter suppression. Why did it take till the 60s for poll taxes to be removed? Why did Black people have to wait for amendments to be passed in order to vote? People have been fighting to keep people of color from coming to the polls and recognizing their power for a reason. But I'm not going to give up. If I give up, then what am I saying about my future kids? What am I saying about the future of my community? We're all going to have to step forward, put our fears to the side, not let that narrative drive us, and let the strength of our vote.
A view of I-40 in Chesapeake Energy Arena. Taken from the Scott. We are nearly ready for...
Hey, Kevin, thank you.
Thank you, DA. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. They've got Towns. Beasley is out there with Russell. And it's Okogie in at the 3. And for Oklahoma City, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. Paul finds Adams. Unable to get that one. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Passes it to Okogie. To the paint. Here's Towns. It's deflected and taken away by Paul. Pass to Gallinari. Oklahoma City moving it around. Back to Adams. The pass to Dort. Herman Gomez grabs the miss.
And a former high-level recruit, Dort went undrafted, but it didn't take him long to make an NBA team and contribute.
He played around 20 minutes a game last year for OKC, and he just really prided himself on bringing toughness and defense on a nightly basis. Trust me, there's plenty other guys on that roster who can do the scoring job, so he settled in nicely and continues to work on being more consistent offensively.
Here's Towns. Kicks it out to Beasley. There's the 3. Thunder with the rebound. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. The feed to Gallinari. Paul for 3. It's rebounded by Towns.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Hernan Gomez draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, the find from the off-guard Beasley there, would like to see more of that. Malik working the ball around.
And that one misses. Pass to Dort. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Dort's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Back to Hernan Gomez. Beasley kicks to Towns. Russell with a wide open look. Timberwolves with a fresh shot clock. Pass to Okogie. Hernan Gomez with the ball. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Towns. That shot no good. Adams, some nice D. The Thunder have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Here's Dort. And it's good. 2 points. Dort's got 6 points. Minnesota's gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Count the basket.
Well, he's a gifted passer. This is one of his natural abilities, and the instincts just showing off from Russell there.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Pass to Ferguson. Schroeder outside. There's the pass to Ferguson. To the middle. There's Noel. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And remember, an early part of the process in Philadelphia, it's taken Noel a little time to define his role in the league.
The length and athleticism is just something that you can't teach, and that keeps people intrigued about Nerlens Noel. His skill set continues to be a work in progress, but there's been some signs of a turn for Noel now.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Diallo. Schroeder surveying the floor. Kicks to Muscala. Back to Schroeder. To the inside. A fader. That shot is off. And Minnesota now the other way. A shot by Culver. Nobody around. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
And for me, guys, this is an area that Culver should utilize more often, showing off that incredible feel with the jumper.
And taken away by Johnson. And now the Timberwolves on the break. 1:09 left in the first quarter of the game. Culver passes to Johnson. Clock at 6. Launches a 3. Ferguson with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And it's blocked. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Lehman. Pass to Reed. A shot that time, not on target. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Diallo kicks to Muscala. To the left wing. And so Oklahoma City again turning it over. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Passes it to Reed. Here's Noel. He's guarded by Diallo. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Schroeder. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, once you get the ball to Dennis Schroeder in the open floor, it's usually game over for the opposition, like what I saw there.
To the middle. Here's Johnson. Pass to Reed. Over Noel. Another miss by Minnesota.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Here's Diallo. And no good on the last second attempt this time. It's a tie game in Oklahoma City. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
We've got Ferguson, Mike Muscala out there with Nerlens Noel. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Diallo in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second.
Catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target. This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Offensive rebound. And it's Noel missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Here's Noel. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. The pass to Noel. Johnson with the block.
Well, if you can use that athleticism on offense, why not try it on defense? James Johnson putting his 7'1" wingspan to great use.
Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
championship night. I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. I was wired shut
Wow.
for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face. Yeah.
Oh, ouch. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And D'Lo has shown that he has an extreme amount of confidence and offensive ability in this league. It's just a matter of finding the right environment.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Juan Hernan-Gomez, he's checked in for Johnson. Okogie comes in for Jake Lehman. And it's Beasley in for Culver. Beasley for three. Again, the miss by Beasley. Thunder trailing by 3. Alinari on the wing. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Pass to Adams. Now Towns. It seems like every team, Greg, needs that one enforcer, that one guy who's going to get under opponent's skin.
Well, in one poll of coaches and players, Adams was voted the second dirtiest player in the league. One guy said he's real physical, but maybe he crosses the line. Throws the sneaky elbow here and there, commits extra hard fouls, yet Adams usually escapes foul trouble.
And Chris Paul knows exactly not just who's going to hit him, but how they're going to hit him.
Don't usually see him shooting the 3. Okogie's got the lead up to 6 now for the Timberwolves. The Thunder have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Passes to Adams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Towns for 3. No good. Shot missing. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Out to Gallinari for 3. But he gets it back. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Goes back up. Adams' shot is good.
Great effort from Adams there. We know he has that size to take the contact, but determined on that play to get the points.
Hernan-Gomez passes to Towns. Here's Okogie. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Ferguson's checked in, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop. Towns for 3. It's hauled in by Adams.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. And now just a 2-point Minnesota lead. Down low. And that one's good. Towns. Towns has got 6 points.
Improving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Russell dishes to Towns. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And Towns gets it to go.
And that's why Cat went first overall. This dude is 6'11" with perimeter skills, a sweet shot, and unstoppable when he's on.
Here's Schroeder. It's tipped. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. The period wrapped up with the teams. That's all for now.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Towns, he's really been playing well.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, we've got Beasley. He's out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Towns in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here's Beasley. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Gallinari. And last season, Karl Anthony Towns shooting over 40% from three-point range with over 8 attempts a game. I mean, Greg, he is in the conversation, don't you think, for best three-point shooting center of all time?
It's amazing, Kevin. His volume of threes is unprecedented for the center position. And it's not just standstill. Catch and shoot triples. He's hitting step backs. He could have that title when it's all said and done.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And the basket is good.
Gilgeous-Alexander becoming more and more comfortable where he can score on the floor.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Some changes for Minnesota. Johnson comes in for Hernan Gomez. And Jake Layman subbed in for Josh Okogie. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Gilgeous-Alexander. The offensive rebound. Gallinari in the corner. Up again, and it's Adams on the follow. Adams has got 6.
Well, Steven Adams always working the offensive glass, strong and aggressive in there, and gets that second chance hoop.
Beasley, the pass to Johnson. Now Towns. Towns is doubled. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Minnesota with the ball. It's Beasley on the wing. The 3 from Johnson. Towns kicks to Johnson. Here's the 3. Another shot out to Russell. Pass to Johnson. Dishes to Towns. Thunder with the rebound. And the Thunder pushing it up now. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Noel's checked in, and Culver's subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. Now the pass to Culver. Here's Noel. He kicks it to Culver. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Paul passes to Diallo. Back to Paul. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 6 rebounds in the game. Inside, it's stolen by Muscala. Diallo inside. Can't cash in from close range. To the paint. Johnson kicks to Layman. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Towns for 3. Thunder with the rebound.
And Paul played in his 10th NBA All-Star game last year after having missed the event 3 years in a row.
And some of that could have been health, and then obviously some of it was fit with other teams. But this Thunder offense has really played to Chris Paul's strengths and working through a ton of options, sometimes playing deep into the shot clock. Again, highly efficient and one of the best mid-range players, and then working alongside Steven Adams. This has been a bit of a symphony here.
Here's Layman. He's guarded by Diallo. Culver passes to Layman. over Diallo. He's off on that one. And the Thunder going the other way now. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That shot missing. Some solid defense from Johnson.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
And really one of the more mobile bigs in our league. You simply have to account for Towns on the drive.
Well, Picasso couldn't have drawn that up any better. Perfect execution off the inbounds.
Towns kicks to Lehman. Back to Towns. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Towns has got the lead up to 9 now for the Timberwolves. And Paul launches it from deep. Missed. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We come back right after this. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Timberwolves leading by 9. Nerlens Noel is out there with Adams. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Dort in at the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Down low. Pass to Okogie. Inside. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Ferguson.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Here's Reed. Okogie. Towns, the pass to Okogie. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Schroeder. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. Passes it to Dort. Here's Ferguson. And Noel kicks to Ferguson. Schroeder passes to Dort. Shot clock at 6. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Ferguson for 3. That shot off. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Here's Okogie. He tries for 3. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 9 rebounds now tonight. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, Adams with the make them pay mentality right here from the free throw line.
Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Towns. And so Adams nails both of them. Timberwolves leading by 7. Adams brings the double team. Beasley finds Hernan Gomez. Launches it. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Now here's Schroeder. And Adams with the slam.
You don't want to give Adams the N1 opportunity. Better to wrap him up and force him to try to earn all the points from the free throw line.
Minnesota's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. To the inside. Back to Hernan Gomez. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Schroeder leading the charge. And slam dunk by Noel.
And trust me, Dennis Schroeder would love to score the basketball, but his ability to set up his teammates is also effective.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
And that's why Schroeder is a player you want on your team, because he knows how to come up with huge plays in big situations.
The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And Beasley, here we go. And he makes that one.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Here's Dort. It's Noel, high post. Over Hernan Gomez. Here's Adams. He feeds it to Schroeder. good on the 13-footer. Schroeder's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, Schroeder, a guy that does not lack for confidence connecting on that catch and shoot.
Back to Russell. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
Well, D'Angelo Russell not scared of the big moment.
That's tipped. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Okogie trying his luck from deep. It's rebounded by Schroeder. Pass to Dort. Kicks it to Noel. Out to the right wing. Adams, the pass to Ferguson. And the pass to Adams. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And the Thunder with some changes. Molinari, he's checked in for Noel. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Terrence Ferguson. And Paul subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Minnesota. Johnson comes in for Hernan Gomez. For 3, Okogie. No good that time. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Here's Dort. Rebound by Okogie. A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart.
And the slam dunk by Russell.
Well, the teammates are fired up, and so is D'Lo.
No time to waste on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
Got it.
Yeah, and do you see Chris Paul sweating right now? I don't.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Kept alive, Minnesota. Outside, Russell. The three-pointer, no good. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Paul's running. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Adams finds Paul. From outside, off the mark.
Yeah, good job. Just staying alert there, snatching up that long rebound.
And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. They seem to relish their role.
vote, of our voice, of where we are right now matter. It has to matter. My name is Maria Taylor, and I'm voting because of voter suppression and lack of educational resources. In the state of Georgia, there's a huge gap between the suburbs and the city of Atlanta. It can be that there just aren't as many computers, or you're having teachers with less experience.
Hi, thanks. And as things get...
Kevin, good evening.
Knows it very well, D.A. Thank you so much. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup, we've got D'Angelo Russell. Also, Malik Beasley out there. And it's Okogie in at the 3. And for Phoenix, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Kelly Oubre. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Towns gets it to go. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5, because listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
You know, Beasley not trying to do too much or get too cute there, just finding the open man in a simple fashion. Well done.
Booker left side. Oubre with it. Beasley covering. Oubre dishes to Ayton. And the rejection by Towns. Okogie, the pass to Beasley. Here's Okogie, defended by Booker. Out to Russell. And it's Beasley in the corner. Clock is at 3. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Making a concerted effort to attack. Rubio draws contact. He'll go to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Both free throws good from Rubio.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Beasley kicks to Russell. Lays it up and banks it in.
Big guard, nice handle. D'Angelo can take you a number of ways off the drive.
Booker inside, covered by Beasley. Booker with no one around, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
Oubre, right side. Rubio dishes to Oubre. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And defensively, you've got to be on the lookout for this. I mean, Towns gets up in a hurry now.
Here's Rubio, and there it is for him. And we know the story, Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skills.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun, getting to practice 2 hours early and staying late. Booker, not a freak athlete, so he had to work harder and drill the fundamentals.
And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Trailing by 2 and stolen by Russell. And here we go. Towns heading to the hoop. Kicks it out to Beasley. To the middle. It's tipped. Russell looking around. Dishes it to Towns. Baseline J on the way. And it's Ayton with the rebound. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Lob pass to Oubre. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
And he uses the glass on the layup. Booker's got his second basket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Rubio. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Rubio's got 6.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
To the inside. Will it go? Beasley, the pass to Okogie. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And Towns throws it down.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
And now the Timberwolves on the break. Passes it to Towns. Out to Russell. Back to Towns. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. He's got 10.
Oh, man, a hot start for him. He's hit 5 of his first 7.
And now the Timberwolves on the break. Russell's running, and the slam dunk by Russell.
The steal, then right into the fast break. Towns with excellent awareness for his age. Very mature player, despite being a young buck.
A nice shot by Booker.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Russell. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
You know, not really an explosive athlete, but Russell has a bag of tricks. He's crafty, he's slick. The up fake, getting the defender to overcommit there.
And so Russell hits them both. 5 seconds left here in the first quarter. The shot by Carter, nobody around. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Timberwolves lead by 2. 2K Sports. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Suns, Bridges and Saric make up the forwards. Then it's Aaron Baines. Then there's Carter. And it's Jerome in at the 1 spot. Pass to Noel. Here's Reed, covered by Baines. Noel passes to Reed, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And here's Phoenix. Over to the wing. Baines trying to get open. Bridges misses. Minnesota with the ball. Noel passes to Layman. Here's Noel, defended by Carter. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Culver passes to Reed. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
So good to see young players have a feel for creating for others, and Culver flashes potential as a real playmaker.
Picked off in midair. Minnesota again turning it over. Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Phoenix. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And we know GA's shooting is a question mark for Jarrett Culver.
A long windup, a little hitch in his giddy up, and shoots it kind of on the way down. He's reworked his motion. I like the high release, but it's still a work in progress.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch.
And he chose the conservative finish with the nice, easy layup, which was a good decision.
Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and in the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
The pass to Lehman. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Carter. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
The Suns have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Culver passes to Lehman.
That's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
And Phoenix making a change here. Booker's checked in. Here's Russell. He's got 6. Okogie for 3. Rebounded by Kaminsky. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Phoenix Suns. They trail by 1. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. It's stolen by Kaminsky. It doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Johnson. Down low, here's Okogie. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Yeah, you look at Russell, and one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
Here's Kaminsky. Towns with the defensive effort.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. It's stolen by Kaminsky. The drive by Booker. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Here's Towns. Pass to Okogie. Towns in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Okogie. Back to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Oh, I love how Towns plays with a chip on his shoulder. He brings it every night with force.
The drive by Booker. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Towns, the pass to Okogie. Here's Culver. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Frank Kaminsky picks one up.
Boy, nice play that time by Jarrett Culver. Excellent moves to draw the defenders off balance, and then the strength to finish through the contact.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Ayton, he's checked in for Kaminsky. Aaron Baines comes in for Saric. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Carter.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Hernan Gomez kicks to Culver. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside, Russell. Back to Hernan Gomez. Feeds to Towns. Stolen by Rubio. And now here's Oubre. Fast break chance. Got it off in time. And that one released in time, but no good.
How about the nice...
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Well, what a start it was for Karl Anthony Towns. He had 12 points. And that'll do it.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
On the court for Minnesota, they've got Towns. Russell is out there with Malik Beasley. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4 slot. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you play?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
A nice shot by Booker.
And right there, Rubio doing what he does. Seeing the floor, exploring the defense, finding the open man, and getting him the ball.
And there's the feed to Towns. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl Anthony Towns is their franchise player. He's the guy they're building around.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Noel's checked in. And we've heard Towns for years pronouncing his happiness with the Timberwolves. Last season, Greg, as the losses piled up, some rumors that he was getting frustrated.
Well, we've seen this pattern with the Timberwolves before, right? Kevin Garnett, Kevin Love, all-star big men who ended up leaving the Twin Cities to win titles.
Here's Okogie. Inside. Beasley outside. To the right side. Hernan Gomez. That's a two-pointer. And too long on the shot. Suns trail by 4. Here's Oubre. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Pass to Noel. And taken away by Johnson. One-on-one here. Ayton, the pass to Johnson. Misses in close. Minnesota leading by 4. 3-on-3. The fadeaway. And there's the pass to Okogie. And the Suns making a change here. Jerome is checked in. Timberwolves also changing it up. Reed's checked in. And Layman subbed in for Josh Okogie. Stolen by Rubio. And now the Suns a fast break. Oh, Ayton in position. An emphatic LU jam.
I love the play call. Ayton's a well-coordinated athlete. You know he has the reach. Give him a chance to go up and get it. And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Here's Ayton. Kicks it to Oubre. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
And another miss. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. And the Suns here with a different look. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Ayton. Saric comes in for Johnson. Bridges, he's checked in for Kelly Oubre. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. The Timberwolves been good at the line so far, 5 of 5. And the technical free throw is good.
You know, as young as Malik Beasley is, it's really been impressive to see how quickly he's adapted to the pro game. For some guys, it's a struggle, but I think he found his footing fairly easy.
Makes it off the glass. Beasley's got the lead up to 7 now for Minnesota.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Here's Carter. A beautiful reverse layup. Carter's got his first 2 points.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Culver. Beasley kicks to Culver. Shot clock at 5. Back to Beasley. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Beasley just outworked the defense there. I mean, was able to get into his shot and get it done inside.
Here's Jerome. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Baines. The shot's good. Timberwolves leading by 5. Stolen. Here's Carter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Minnesota making a switch here. Russell's checked in. He doesn't get the second one.
And that's a rare missed opportunity from him. He'd been good as gold up until that point.
Ball's knocked loose. Fast break, here come the Suns. Here's Booker. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And this is how you convert in transition. Booker running the floor well and being rewarded for it.
Back to Johnson. Passes it to Reed. Clock at 6. To the paint. Here's Layman, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
He's perfect from the line this time. There's 10 seconds left to play in the third. Booker looking around. And yes, it's good. Booker's got 14 points.
Not just an outside shooter. Booker is also skilled at getting it done from that area as well.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Minnesota. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Aaron Baines out there with Kaminsky. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Rubio right side. Inside. It's intercepted. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Layman. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Boy, quick reacting that time helps Okogie come up with a steal, sparking a successful fast break.
Here's Booker. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Timberwolves.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And they've also worked hard to get the ball inside. They haven't just settled. And they've hit a lot of high percentage shots in this game. And just as Kelly Oubre was coming into his own as an NBA starter, a meniscus tear in his right knee ended his season. Now, back in action. We'll see how quickly he can recover his explosive athleticism.
Beasley's checked in for James Johnson. And before the injury, Kelly Oubre playing a career high in minutes. 38 to 40 minutes a game with regularity. G8, do you think that load could have contributed to his injury?
Well, Kevin, all young players want those minutes, but that right knee had troubled him for a while. PRP treatment back in 2017, and perhaps some questions for the Suns training center.
And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Ayton.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Off the inbound, here's Hernan Gomez. Lays it up off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
Outstanding vision from Karl Anthony Towns. Not only is he willing to give it up, but he's ready to find his teammates when they're open.
A nice shot by Booker.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Back to Russell. Down low. Towns kicks to Russell. Pass to Okogie. 5 to shoot. Now the dish to Towns. Oubre with the steal. Rubio the pass to Booker. That shot misses. And Minnesota now the other way. Out to Russell. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Beasley dishes to Towns. That one goes in. And that's 18 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Man, how about the cool, calm collectedness of Towns. Helps him come through when the game gets snug.
Ayton the pass to Booker. He feeds it to Johnson. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. No good from Hernan Gomez.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And that couldn't have gone better for them right there. Forget about playing it safe. They're looking to finish this thing off in style.
A nice shot by Booker.
An underrated athlete with a solid handle. Defenders can't always keep up with Booker on the drive.
Towns, no luck. Suns trail by 5. And there's Booker on the assist by Rubio. Rubio's got his 4th assist in this one. Towns kicks to Hernan Gomez. There's a minute left in the 4th quarter of this one. Russell passes to Hernan Gomez. Here's Towns. And the rejection by Ayton.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. Sharch is checked in for Johnson. And a change for the Timberwolves. Johnson's checked in. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. It's a 3-point game. Can't connect from short range. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Okogie, the pass to Towns. Count it!
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Johnson, wide open, he fires. No good from outside. Booker outside. Phoenix, no good that time either. No good there. And so the Timberwolves take the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know.
experience, and these are all barriers to young kids that don't deserve it. And I think that COVID is basically just going to increase the gap that we're seeing in education because unfortunately African Americans have less access to high-speed internet. How can you be in a Zoom chat with your teacher if you don't have high-speed internet? Does that mean you're just not going to class? Like, these things are going to continue to divide the range of wealth that we're able to achieve, whether or not
Traffic heading in and out of downtown. And nothing tips.
Kevin, thank you very much.
Thanks, David. That's David Aldridge, our NBA Hall of Famer. I'm checking out Utah's opening lineup. Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Ingles in at the small forward. And for the Timberwolves, we've got D'Angelo Russell. Also Malik Beasley out there. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4. Now, here's Mitchell. Ingles in the corner. Passes it to Mitchell. Nice ball movement by Utah. Out to Conley. 4 on the clock. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Conley's got the first basket of the game for the Jazz. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And such a great all-around player for over a decade now. Conley is one of the class acts in our league.
He is, GA, one of the best floor leaders we have. He's completely unselfish. Also, 3-time NBA Sportsmanship Award winner. And in 2019 was named NBA Teammate of the Year.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
And stolen by Bogdanovich. And Gobert kicks to Bogdanovich. To the inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powering it home.
Okogie, great pass to set up the lay-in.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Back to Ingles. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Ingles with the ball. Now guarded by Towns. Just 5 to shoot. And the shot goes in.
A more physical player at this stage of his career. Bojan is not bothered by the contact on that shot.
It's stolen by Gobert. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Here's Bogdanovich. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And a foul called on Minnesota. It's his first trip to the line.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And so Bogdanovich nails both of them.
I mean, not only does Bogdanovich stretch the floor, but he can really stretch it from beyond 30 feet.
Greg, he is blessed with incredible range and a quick trigger, might I add. You have to stay connected to Bogdanovich defensively because he can go on scoring tears where there's just no stopping him.
Now, here is Russell. Bogdanovich missing his last shot. Russell passes to Beasley. Back to Russell. Feeds it to Towns. Stolen by Michael Conley. It's 2-on-1. On up the court. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Good find, and one of Gobert's advantages. As a passer, he can see over everyone's head.
And Towns throws it down.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Jazz have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Mitchell's shot is good.
More than just a shooter, Donovan Mitchell is crafty at getting it done inside too.
1:43 left here in the opening quarter. To the middle. Towns, the pass to Hernan Gomez. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed's checked in. Johnson comes in for Hernan Gomez. Jake Layman's checked in for Josh Okogie. And Culver's subbed in for Malik Beasley. The Jazz also changing it up. O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles. And it's Clarkson in for Mike Conley. Now here's Gobert. Over Reed. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And there's a lot of talk about Gobert's rim protection, but his rebounding is every bit as important on the defensive end.
Yeah, that's finishing off defense. Once you force them to miss, you don't want to allow second chance opportunities. Rudy Gobert averaged over 10 defensive boards a game last year. That was the best numbers of his career and top 3 in the league.
And Culver's game just screams potential. Already a good scorer, rebounder, and passer. Now the next step, improving that outside shot.
Now here's Moutier, pass to Davis. Johnson with the block, and he's able to get it back. Here's Clarkson. They get the rebound. Gets a hand on it, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
There's 53 seconds left to play here in the first. Gobert with the block.
You really have to be careful with Gobert lurking around. He'll send it back.
They get it back. It's deflected. They get it back. O'Neal dishes to Gobert. It's up a 3. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Timberwolves trail by 7. Here's Layman. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Now the pass to Noel. Inside, stolen by O'Neal. Pass to Clarkson. From the arc. It's hauled in by Noel. Here's Layman. And so it's the Utah Jazz heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Winning the turnover battle here early on, and you see that reflected in the score.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Minnesota, Layman is out there with James Johnson. Then it's Culver, and it's Noel in at the shooting guard. Here's Reed, following the basket by Emmanuel Mudiay. Culver got a piece of it, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Jazz on D. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Back to Layman. Johnson outside. Just 5 on the clock. Over Davis. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness. All the while, he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Layman. Kicks it out to Johnson. Back to Layman. To the inside. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Moutier.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Joe Ingles is checked in for Utah. Conley now comes in for Emmanuel Mudiay. Ingles finds Conley. Back to Ingles from past the arc. It's not going to go for him. And Minnesota now the other way. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Beasley against Clarkson. On the wing, Ingles. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. It's a 5-point game.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
And the Jazz with possession here. After the basket by Minnesota. O'Neal passes to Davis. Back to O'Neal. To the paint. And Davis throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And the dunk by Towns.
How about the recognition from Culver? Terrific at realizing when the defense has broken down.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. D'Angelo Russell comes in for Culver. Utah also making some changes. Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. Bogdanovich comes in for O'Neal, and it's Mitchell in for Jordan Clarkson. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Love the high activity of Conley on defense, keeping his arms moving all the time to create problems for the opposition.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
And it's Mitchell missing. Timberwolves trail by 6. Throws it up high. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Mitchell's got 6.
On that play right there, you see Mitchell's impressive speed and body control in the open court.
And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. The Jazz making a switch here. Udier is checked in for Minnesota. They've gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. And Russell gets it to go.
An active competitor. Russell won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
Back to Bogdanovich. Mitchell in the corner. Passes to Ingles. On the wing, Mitchell. Here's Gobert. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Hernangomez passes to Johnson. Back to Hernangomez. Down low and stolen by Bogdanovich. Here's Mitchell. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2. Utah finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They have a 6-point lead. Kenny. That's all for now. Say goodbye.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Timberwolves trail by 6. Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Bogdanovich out there with Gobert, and it's Ingles in at the 3. Now, here is Russell, and the dunk by Towns.
And look at the explosion from the big fella. Towns' game oozes athleticism.
Now, here's Ingles. Not a lot of room. Here's Gobert, and the rejection by Towns. An even 3-on-3 break. There's the lob to Towns. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And how about the efficiency from Towns. The shots he takes often fall well within the offensive game plan.
And it's in there. And it's 8 points for Bojan Bogdanovic.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Now, here is Russell. He kicks to Towns. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 3 assists in the game. And it's Bogdanovic off the drive. On the wing, Ingles. Gobert finds Conley. Nice ball movement by Utah. Inside. Gobert the pass to Conley. Mitchell wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing by 2.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
The Jazz have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Mitchell passes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Such a valuable playmaker for this team. Mitchell can get his own and get others involved as well.
Outside, Towns. Pass to Okogie. Towns down low. Covered by Conley.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up, but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
High post, Gobert. Towns on him. The 10-footer. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 6 rebounds in the game.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Right side, Conley. To the paint. Towns with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And here we go. Shots good by Hernangomez. Hernangomez has got the lead up to 4 now for Minnesota.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Mitchell to the middle. That's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. Minnesota making some changes. Reed's checked in, and Jake Layman subbed in for Josh Okogie. Royce O'Neal's checked in for the Jazz. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Michael Collins.
Great execution, big target, perfect delivery. That's a tall task to defend Rudy Gobert.
Now here's Culver. Towns dishes to Culver. Left side, Towns. Hold on!
Kevin, you got to buckle up on that one.
And the way Towns makes scoring look effortless, it's what makes him one of the game's best players.
Over to the left wing. Culver kicks to Towns. To the inside, Layman. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Timberwolves shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Both teams will make substitutions. And so he makes both from the line. 1:02 left in the 3rd quarter. Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. 3-pointer. They grab their own miss. The pass to Moutier. Clarkson on the wing. Second chance shot, and it's good on the way in.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Layman pass to Reed. Here's Noel. Guarded by O'Neal. Inside to the left side wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Layman pass to Reed. A putback. It's good on the putback. Layman's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, and that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? The feed to Johnson. It's stolen by Moutier. And he jams it with authority.
gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for Minnesota. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. We'll return shortly. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. James Johnson is out there with Lehman. Then it's Russell. And it's Okogie in at the two-guard spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Jazz trail by 4. Gobert dishes to Mitchell. A three-pointer is right on target. Mitchell's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Jazz. Here's Lehman, guarded by O'Neal. Lehman gets the bucket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Pass to O'Neal. Mitchell kicks to O'Neal. Here's Gobert. 2 points. That one goes. And that's now 11 points for Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert getting it done off contact. Love the increase in his focus on the offensive end.
Okogie, the pass to Reed. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. First one falls for him. Minnesota making a switch. Hernan Gomez is checked in. The Jazz also changing it up. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Royce O'Neal. And Mike Conley subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. On the wing, Johnson. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Stolen by Mitchell. Another steal. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And that's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last 2 possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Beasley's checked in. And slam dunk by Gobert.
With that 7'8" wingspan, anytime Gobert gets the ball near the rim, this is what you expect.
Okogie, the pass to Johnson. Beasley outside. Outside, Russell. To the middle. And Johnson with the stuff.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
On the wing, Ingles. Out to Conley. Tries again. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to just 1 on the basket from Rudy Gobert.
For Gobert, when it comes to rebounding, it's not just the height and length, it's also the instincts.
Hernan Gomez finds Johnson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Fantastic at staying in control. Like seeing Bogdanovich work through contact on that play.
Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Johnson. And it's tied up with that one. Timberwolves have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Towns down low. Gobert on him. Beasley, the pass to Hernan Gomez. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Ingles. Here's Mitchell. And then Mitchell at the dunk.
This just goes with the narrative. Mitchell is a baller, wants to be considered among the best in the game.
Russell kicks to Hernan Gomez. Passes it to Okogie. To the paint. And Towns gets it to go.
And this is why he's a go-to option. Towns enjoys getting the chance to come up big for his team.
And now the Timberwolves on the break. Towns with the ball. Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
Here's Bogdanovich, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Ryan Saunders' huddle. He told them, hey, guys, this is a close game, but if we execute right here, I like our chances. There's no need for hero ball. Trust one another. Make the simple play. Kevin, back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Towns finds Russell. Back to Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Hernan Gomez, no good.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Bogdanovich, know what? The Timberwolves have gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the 4th. A tremendous offensive output. And it's Beasley finishing it off. The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And in a tight game like this, a technical can be a killer. And he made sure he took advantage of the opportunity there at the line.
This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
And it's Mitchell missing. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Mitchell fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
The youngster's not going to buckle or fold. Donovan Mitchell is not afraid of the moment.
Free throw drops for Mitchell.
Tight ball game. Who do you want at the charity stripe? This guy.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. And here's Conley outside. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up empty-handed. So it's Minnesota.
whether or not we're going to be able to go to college. To me, the most pressing issue has to be education, because that's going to determine whether or not a child that's born in poverty can climb out of it. I'm from Alpharetta, Georgia, which is a suburb of Atlanta. So my mom and I went to go and vote in our state's primaries, and we saw that the line was wrapped around the library, literally from the front door all the way out.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Thunder look like they're not messing around tonight. They had a little bit of...
Hey, Kevin.
He sure does. Fantastic, David. Thank you. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul. And it's Dort in at the small forward position. And for Minnesota, we've got D'Angelo Russell. Also Malik Beasley out there. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4 slot. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Now here's Paul after the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And the pass to Paul. And Gallinari kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 3. From deep. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. Timberwolves on offense. Beasley, the pass to Okogie. Outside, Russell. Outside, Towns. Down low. And Adams sends it back.
Length and strength and intimidation. Steven Adams sends it back.
Here's Paul. Good work there as it goes.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And a missed layup.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
And Doris, when you just look at the numbers the last 2 seasons, Gallinari has been playing like an all-star.
So, Greg, you're talking about 20 points per game, 6 rebounds, a couple of assists, and he began to shoot a higher volume of threes, which obviously sometimes leads to a little bit less efficiency. But not for Gallinari. He's actually improved his accuracy from the three-point line.
Now, here is Russell. Another miss by Minnesota.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Gallinari. Now the feed to Adams. Back to Gallinari. From about 19 feet. And it's Russell with the rebound.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
And it's Towns penetrating. Out to the right wing. To the middle. Out to Russell. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Johnson, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Jake Layman comes in for Josh Okogie. And Culver's subbed in for D'Angelo Russell.
Boy, so fluid with the ball in his hands. Town capable of driving it right at you.
Shot good by Diallo.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The basket counts and 1. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. Minnesota making a switch here. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw of the game here. Thunder trailing by 3. Now Schroeder to the paint, and it's blocked. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And he lobs it up toward the rim. It's hauled in by Diallo. Thunder have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Muscala finds Noel. Back to Schroeder. Passes it to Muscala. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Timberwolves leading by 3. Pass to Culver. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Noel. Here's Reed. Uses both hands to slam it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Now here's Schroeder. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Fast break, Minnesota. Johnson's got the ball. Noel passes to Reed. Inside. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Schroeder. And it goes down 2 points.
Well, Dennis Schroeder taking advantage of the pick and roll action. Very good decision maker.
The pass to Culver. Kicks it out to Johnson. To the left wing. Culver passes to Reed. Johnson left side. Here's Reed from 13. And it's Noel with the rebound.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Diallo the pass to Noel. Tipped away. He got it up. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that does it for the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 5. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we're watching with the Timberwolves, guys.
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So the Thunder 5 right now. Schroeder and Gilgeous-Alexander pair up in the backcourt. Gallinari is out there with Ferguson, and it's Noel in at the center, locking down the middle. And Gallinari kicks it over to Schroeder. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Noel. Gallinari surveying the D from downtown. Minnesota with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Culver with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. Johnson outside. Pass to Culver. To the inside. Gallinari with the steal. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Here's Ferguson. The shot, no good. And Minnesota now the other way. Culver dishes to Johnson. And he comes up with the deuce.
You can see the vision and instincts of Jarrett Culver, able to spot the wide open man and hit him in rhythm.
Schroeder up top, inside. Noel passes to Schroeder. Shoots over Culver. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Noel's got his first points of the game.
Well, hard blue-collar work ethic on display. This guy just beating everyone to the ball.
You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Here's Layman. Pass to Reed and stolen by Noel. To the paint. Gilgeous Alexander can't get it to go. Reed the pass to Johnson. To the middle. Pass to Lehman. Back to Johnson. And they're running. Noel with it. Culver covering. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Back to Gilgeous Alexander. The pass to Gallinari. From deep three-point range. Rebound Minnesota. 1:53 left to play here in the half. Noel passes to Johnson. Here's Reed. Good, nice job down low. Reed's got the lead up to 7 now for the Timberwolves.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Here's Ferguson. No points in the game yet for him. They get it again. Goes back up. Kicks it out to Schroeder. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Outside, Russell. Down low. And Towns, the bucket on the assist by Russell. Towns has got 6 points.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Gilgeous Alexander kicks to Adams. The shot by Paul, nobody around. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. The drive by Russell. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Dort. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Minnesota leading by 9. And it's Russell missing.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
And Towns throws it down.
Oh, oops, the alley. A gorgeous delivery to Towns.
Thunder trailing by 11. And here is Paul. From deep. No good that time. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Minnesota holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here on our half. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. At the end of one, they were able to. Thanks for joining us.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Towns, he's really been playing well.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
Malik Beasley out there with Russell. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4. That's the group starting the second half for Ryan Saunders. Back to Russell. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous Alexander's got the ball.
Well, the passing ability on display for SGA. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander getting it done.
And Doris, the offense is there for Towns. That's obvious. But how does he improve defensively?
Well, you make a great point. Number one, he's always carried such a heavy burden offensively. Remember, this is a big guy, actually size 20 feet. So quickness laterally has always been an issue. For me, it's about one thing. Know your personnel and play smart angles, and that should help immensely.
Beasley with it. Now guarded by Gallinari. Hernan Gomez passes to Beasley. He feeds it to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Well, leaving no doubt on that one, the explosiveness of Cat.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Paul, top the key. stolen away. They're running, poked loose. All going up court. Okogie, the pass to Hernan Gomez. And it's Beasley in the corner. Fires from deep. The shot, no good. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. We were all witnesses last year to the pandemic, which struck with worldwide repercussions. The NBA was no exception. The 1920 season was altered, and this season was delayed. But the league is finding a sense of solidarity and resolve under the leadership of Adam Silver. Now, sports is a microcosm of society as a whole, and we all are finding different ways to overcome this. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, D.A. James Johnson's checked in for Juan Hernan Gomez. Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Lehman, he's checked in for Minnesota. Culver comes in for Malik Beasley. Schroeder, right side, lets it go with a three. Minnesota with the rebound.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Thunder trailing by 13. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Noel. Johnson with the block. And they'll keep possession. Passes it to Ferguson. Shot clock at 6. Noel finds Schroeder. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in. And Okogie subbed in for Jake Layman. It's Beasley on the wing. This one for 3. Rebound by Muscala. Thunder have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Here's Ferguson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Out to Russell. Timberwolves passing it around. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Ball checked in for Oklahoma City. And Adams has got the ball here for the Thunder. 11-point game. Fires the 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Reeves got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And 1:01 left to play in the 3rd. Diallo finds Adams. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. And they're moving it up. Beasley with it. He's picked up by Paul. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now here's Paul. 3-pointer. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns has got 4 rebounds in this game.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
A slam dunk by Diallo.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Now, here is Muscala. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
And the basket by Okogie.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes this entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Minnesota leading by 11. So for Oklahoma City right now, they've got Diallo. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Mike Muscala. And it's Gallinari in at the 4. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Gallinari. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Moving it up. Kicks it out to Beasley. Right wing. Up top, Hernan Gomez. Russell finds Towns. Just 4 to shoot. Puts up a 3. They get the rebound. Pass to Okogie. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. From deep. Rebound by Muscala. Thunder trailing by 11. Here's Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
But Danilo Gallinari, obviously much more known as a scorer, but how about the court vision there?
Here's Okogie. He's guarded by Diallo. And that one's good. Russell.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Here's Paul. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
Now, this is a comfort zone for Chris Paul. That mid-range game, you better guard it.
From about 16, and the jumper is good. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
A couple years ago, after making all-rookie second team, we knew Gilgeous-Alexander was good. But, Greg, last season he went from good to great.
I mean, how about almost doubling his scoring average? Became a tremendous rebounder out of the backcourt. He gives you assists and picks up steals as well. Once he gains more strength, this guy could be a perennial all-star.
Johnson, he's checked in for Minnesota.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And here's the fast break. Here's Beasley, and it's blocked.
Gallinari using his length right there. Nicely done on the block shot.
A second chance effort. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Pass to Dort. And here is Paul. And stolen by Russell. And they're pushing it up. Pulls it up. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
Timberwolves leading by 6. To the paint. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Defense right on him. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Paul. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Oklahoma City. And Dort gets it to go.
There's a level of floor awareness that has always been innate to Chris Paul. What a pretty find.
Russell dishes to Towns. Over Noel. Russell with a wide open look. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Russell's got 6 in the quarter.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
There's the pass to Dort. Over in the corner, Paul. Pass to Dort. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Okogie's checked in for Juan Hernangomez. Timberwolves leading by 6. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And it's Towns on the follow.
Well, there's a willingness to mix it up on the glass, and that's a big plus for Karl Anthony Towns.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That one, no good. And Minnesota now the other way. Towns kicks to Beasley. Lets the 3 fly. Gallinari with the rebound.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
They get it back. Russell passes to Towns. Back to Johnson. From outside the arc. Towns kicks to Johnson. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
What a moment for Gilgeous-Alexander in the clutch. Yes, sir.
Russell from long range. Johnson, the pass to Towns. Beasley with a clean look. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. And the Timberwolves lead by 7. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Dort, and the rejection by Towns. Here's Noel.
Well, his value to this team on both ends. Not many guys can defend the perimeter and the rim the way Towns can.
And so Minnesota takes the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their...
through the sidewalk to the backside. We were sitting there for close to 2 hours, and we had probably moved maybe 100 feet, something like that. Like, everyone was confused. No one knew what was going on. We're all asking questions. We finally heard someone said, hey, we hear that the line is shorter at the Roswell Library. And we figured, since we've been sitting in this line for 2 hours, like, we might as well go try somewhere else. So we get in the car, we drive
and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus.
Well, Kevin,
special talent indeed. David, thank you. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Oubre out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Timberwolves, we've got Malik Beasley. He's out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the four-man position. Now, here's Rubio. The pass to Ayton. Beasley with the steal. Inside. The kick out to Towns. Outside, Russell. Yeah, tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience on each side.
And Kevin, you know what that means? It means we're going to see some spectacular plays, but a few that'll have you scratching your head as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Hernan Gomez kicks to Towns, and it's Russell in the corner. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Poked away. Shot clock at 2. Now here's Oubre. He's guarded closely. Here's Ayton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Boy, that was a momentum killer to start last season, wasn't it, Greg? 25-game suspension for DeAndre Ayton.
And he sprained his ankle in his return game. The Suns at full strength, able to win some games. He's obviously a huge part of their future.
DeAndre Ayton back in 2018 heard his name called first in the NBA draft, and he averaged a double-double in his first year in the NBA. Exciting to see what is next for this big man.
Now here's Towns. Out to Russell. Over Rubio. Here's Towns. And the layup's good off the glass. Towns has got his second basket of the game.
The long arms, the positioning. Towns is excellent at knowing how to gobble up those second chance opportunities.
A shot by Johnson, no good.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Passes it to Hernan Gomez. Rubio with the rebound. And it's Phoenix's ball. It's a three-point game. Kicks it out to Johnson. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist.
And Rubio's passes lead to a boost in confidence for the entire team.
Towns, no luck. Booker, right side. It's stolen. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Ahead. And that one's good. Towns has got 6. Suns trail by 3. Oh, Ayton in position. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Beasley. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Beasley's a guy who just hits the court hungry and ready to make an impact. He usually does that on the offensive end.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed's checked in. Johnson comes in for Hernan Gomez. Jake Layman's checked in for Josh Okogie. And Culver's subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. Carter on the wing. 6 to shoot. Beasley with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 5. Pulls up on the elbow. And that one goes long.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Noel's checked in.
I like the effort there from Šarić on the jumper. Sees the defender, but still sticks with it.
Šarić nails them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Noel passes to Lehman. Johnson with it. Intercepted. Bridges with it. Culver covering. Here's Jerome. Johnson with the block.
Well, if you can use that athleticism on offense, why not try it on defense? James Johnson putting his 7'1" wingspan to great use.
Jerome passes to Carter. Minnesota with the rebound. 1:02 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Lehman. Johnson surveying the floor. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And they're losing their concentration here, guys. Just sloppy with the ball.
Kaminsky, he's checked in for Phoenix. To the inside. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Minnesota in the lead. It's tipped. 40 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Culver. Timberwolves passing it around. Here's Noel. He's still scoreless so far in this one. 3 on the clock. Culver's shot is off. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Phoenix. Jerome, no good. Here's Reed, covered by Šarić. Reed gets the bucket.
Boy, did he burrow his way in there, and the D just sort of backed off.
Here's Kaminsky. Second shot opportunity. He lays it in. Kaminsky's got his second bucket.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Timberwolves lead by 1. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we're watching with the Timberwolves, guys.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
On the court for the Suns, Bridges and Šarić make up the forwards. Then there's Carter. Then it's Kaminsky, and it's Jerome in at the point.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And there's the pass to Noel. Here's Reed. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Reed's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Suns trail by 3. Here's Jerome. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And now Minnesota on the fast break. He lobs it up, and then Johnson with the dunk.
Rising up with ease right there, James Johnson, up and throwing down.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Frank Kaminsky. That's his first foul. D'Angelo Russell's checked in for the Timberwolves. Booker, he's checked in for the Suns. Here's Reed, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
The defense better make sure they're sticking to all 4 other players, or else D'Angelo's going to find the open man.
Bridges, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Bridges has got 4 points now in the quarter. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. You think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question, and believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, And I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that.
No, we don't do that.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a walking double-double. This guy has a huge physical advantage on the nights that he's playing other bigs, whether that's by his size or his ability to run the floor. And if he comes out with an aggressive mentality, he could really punish some teams throughout the course of a regular season.
Hernan Gomez finds Towns, and again it's Minnesota.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
To the middle. Kicks it out to Booker. And the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
Beasley with a clean look. Shot clock reset for the Timberwolves. Russell looking around. Okogie, the pass to Hernan Gomez. There's Russell with the three, and that one is off. The Suns go the other way with it, and some think that Ayton has a chance to be in a class with some of the great big men we've seen, be it Ewing or Robinson, Hakeem. I mean, those are very lofty standards. Brent, how does he get there?
It's a great question. I think when you talk about it, Kevin, you got to look at the defensive end. And those names that you just mentioned on a nightly basis were a force behind anybody on the perimeter. When they came into that house, it was defended. If Ayton gets there, he's got a big opportunity.
Ayton, and Ayton stays with it. Ayton's got 7 points in the game.
Well, Booker has established that he can score and now showing that he can play make.
Back to Hernan Gomez. Outside Russell. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Beasley kicks to Russell. Inside and stolen by Ayton. Booker against Beasley. Up again. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Okogie, the pass to Russell, to the paint. Kicks it out to Beasley. Left side, Towns. And stolen by Ayton. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Rubio leading the charge. Passes to Baines. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Suns have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Jake Layman's checked in for Josh Okogie. And a change for the Suns. Johnson's checked in. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. To the inside. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Minnesota making a switch here. Reed's checked in. And Phoenix also making a switch. Jerome is checked in.
And already a leader at such a young age. Towns' teammates look to him to anchor them on both ends, and he has not disappointed.
Kicks it out to Rubio. And he's going up for the alley-oop. For Minnesota, they've gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Russell against Rubio. Count that bucket. Rubio's got his first bucket in this one.
This has always been a bit of an issue. Ricky Rubio, his finishing ability on the inside, gets it done that time.
There's Layman, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive games.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see you. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. They were always within striking distance. 5 points was their biggest deficit. They were... And that'll do it.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
D'Angelo Russell out there with Malik Beasley. Then there's Towns, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the power forward position. That's the group starting the second half for Ryan Saunders.
And you see Big Cat that has the size and coordination. Hard to bump him out of his rhythm.
Rubio right side. Here's Ayton. Kicks it out to Rubio. Over Russell. Rubio misses.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Back to Hernan Gomez. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 4 assists in the game.
But when you're super creative like D'Angelo is, playing in the pick and roll becomes a really fun game within the game.
Here's Oubre. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And the self-described Tsunami Poppy. Kelly Oubre used to call himself the Wave, but as he grows, so too does the nickname.
Well, the wave for him is a metaphor for his life's approach. The energy that you put out coming back. And Kelly Oubre is the kind of guy who's looking to attack with force and fury. So that kind of ebb and flow is helping out his NBA career.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Phoenix making some changes. Sharch comes in for Johnson. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Kelly Oubre. And it's blocked.
And great positioning there from Culver. That's what allowed him to get the block.
Carter, that's good.
Well, there it is. 0 of 3 to start the half, and finally something finds its way through the net.
Noel, the putback, and it's Towns on the follow.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Huge running with purpose right there in the open court situation. Johnson opportunistic on the break.
Timberwolves leading by 3. On the wing, Johnson. Down low, here's Towns. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. Towns has got 17.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Carter, the pass to Ayton. No good on that one.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Noel, no good. Suns trail by 5. Got a hand on it. They retain possession. Good. For Minnesota, they've gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Johnson, the pass to Noel. Back to Johnson, and stolen by Ayton. And now the Suns, a fast break. Bridges finds Sharch. Back to Ayton. Just 5 on the clock. Goes back up. Carter for 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Okogie. Johnson, the pass to Okogie. It's good. Okogie's got the lead up to 5 now for Minnesota. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. Lehman, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And the Suns also making a change. Ryan Kaminsky, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Johnson's shot is off. Suns trail by 3. The drive by Booker and the dunk by Booker.
And Booker taking a little bit of it out on the rim that time.
Culver with it. Carter on him to the inside. And stolen by Booker. Out to Carter. For the lead. And he lays it up and in. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Here's Okogie. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Okogie's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Booker dishes to Kaminsky and finished off by Kaminsky.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Carter down low. Booker with no one around from outside off the mark. Here's Layman. A shot by Culver, nobody around. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Suns lead by 1. And we'll get it going after this from the target. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And so here's Phoenix. They lead by 1. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. They've got Frank Kaminsky. He's out there with Aaron Baines. Ricky Rubio is out there with Oubre. And it's Jerome in at the 2.
Now, Oubre will draw some attention as a scorer, but that's going to open up some passing lanes. And he doesn't make a mistake that time.
Reed, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Rubio, the pass to Baines. No good on that one. Nice D from Russell. Minnesota shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. Back to Beasley. Oubre pulls it in.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
And the Suns making a change here. On the wing, Johnson. Back to Rubio. Johnson left side. Kicks it out to Rubio. Clock at 6. The drive by Booker. They shoot again. And Baines with the layup.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
And it's Layman in the corner. Kicks it out to Beasley. To the middle. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Okogie's checked in for Jake Layman. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Russell passes to Okogie. Here's Reed. Clock at 4. Goes up the baseline. Tips it. Suns leading by 3. Floats it up for Rubio. The shot, no good.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Oubre with the steal. And Rubio gets it to go on the assist by Johnson. Rubio's got the lead up to 5 now for Phoenix. Here's Reed. He's guarded by Johnson. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Pass to Okogie. Inside. Reed misses. The Suns have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. There's the lob to the hoop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, here's what Monty Williams went over with his team during the timeout. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
And here we go. Towns heading to the hoop. Finished off the break. Towns has got 19 points.
And this is why he's a go-to option. Towns enjoys getting the chance to come up big for his team.
And he banks in the layup. And the Suns lead by 4.
That's why Devin Booker has the ball for moments just like that.
Towns dishes to Russell. Pass to Hernan Gomez. We've got 1:48 left in the game. Towns finds Hernan Gomez. Ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession. The pass to Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Booker showing some speed, excelling there, and blasting right through the defense to get to the rim.
And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Free throw, no good for Russell.
I don't think there's any question about the talent level that D'Angelo Russell has. Now it's about planting his seeds so that the roots grow with an organization.
Feeds it to Ayton. Shoots over Towns, and it's Ayton missing. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he does get the second one. And that narrows the lead down to just 3.
If he hits all of those, they're feeling a lot more comfortable. But now, still a one-possession game.
Booker against Beasley. A nice shot by Booker.
This guy wants those kind of shots. That's Devin Booker. Wow.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Towns, no luck. The Suns have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. And it's denied. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Johnson's checked in. There's 53 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And Booker kicks to Oubre. Back to Booker. Just 5 to shoot. Tries to keep it alive. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Back to Russell. Launches it. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Johnson in the corner. Booker outside. Rubio dishes to Booker. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist.
With more experience, Booker not letting the shot clock winding down affect any of his play.
Here's a Kogi offline. So the Suns win it. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Brent